So I took this girl's SUV and she gave me a bootleg copy of Rent, and it was off Broadway. It was not yet on Broadway,
Mm-hmm.
and I listened to it over and over on cassette. And by the time I had gotten there, I had Maureen's part and Mimi's part like completely memorized. And I decided to write Bernie Telsey himself about a 20-page
Wow.
manifesto in handwriting about my heartbreak experience in Les Mis, and how it sort of reflected and mirrored sort of how I always felt like a misfit in life. And like, oh, I went to the depths, and I like, then that somehow justified why he should give me an audition for Rent. And he was so sweet. And
I
he,
love this.
Bernie Telsey Productions, which was like a hole in the wall back then.
Mm-hmm.
They called me and they said, it's going to be on your dime, but you can come on over and audition if you want to. So I put the airfare on, a credit card that I couldn't afford. But I remember that my audition went really well, and they bought me a ticket to see the show that night, even though they knew
Wow.
that I wasn't gonna get called back or get the show, but they like wanted me to know that they were interested, and they were like, if you want to see the show tonight, you can see it. And so I was like, that was kind of all I needed. I felt like I sort of entered the Rent family at that moment, and it was audition
Yeah.
one of 12 before I
Wow.
wound up
Okay.
getting cast. But and I auditioned from all different places, no matter where I was in the country. I was in Europe doing Carmen and Fame. I flew to London to audition for it there. Anywhere there was a Rent thing going on, I was like, I had my Rentometer on. I was like, wah, 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 we'll be a part of it.
Wow. So then you found out you were going to Broadway.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That I didn't expect that. By the time it was like it really was my 12th audition, and I remember
Mm-hmm.
I was so relaxed. That was the thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't living in New York yet, so it wasn't like I had to pay the rent. Ha. My agent at the time, I had this agent that I wasn't really like locked into. And they offered me the swing position, and they were like, don't take it. And they were like, if you book it as a swing, Broadway will always see you as a swing. You'll never get a lead
Mm.
part. You'll always get looped into the swing thing. And I was like, okay, well, no. Instead of not booking that, I will not book you, and I will go into the Rent family. I've been waiting years.
Wait, I have to back up for a second and say the letter that you wrote to Bernie, I really feel like that's such a Maureen thing to do. Like it's such a like
Totally is. It was
you're such a
so
Maureen.
long. It was so long and handwritten.